So there's two pieces of news to this. One excites me more, and I think the other piece excites you more. So the piece that excites you more is that Clayface may potentially be a major character in Batman 2.
I'm very excited about that.
So he's very excited about that.
If it's done really well, which I love the first Batman.
That was your favorite movie last year. No, was it your favorite movie last year?
No.
It was Banshees of...
Yes.
Banshees was, yeah.
But
it was in your top 5, I remember.
Oh, yeah, it was in my top 5. And it was it's just a great Batman, which really caught me off guard. If they can keep it the way they're doing it and just include him in there, I think it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah. No,
I'm very excited.
I'm very interested in that. But the other half of the news, which to me is far more interesting, is that he might not be in Batman 2. He might be in his own standalone movie, made by Mike Flanagan.
Okay.
Known for he does a bunch of great horror movies on Netflix. Gerald's Game.
Okay, that's a good one.
House on Haunted, not the House on Haunted Hill. The Haunting of Bly Manor. The Haunting. There's a couple.
The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, The Haunting of Hill House. Yeah,
that was a series. That was really good.
That was amazing.
It was a really good series.
He did Doctor Sleep, made that movie. But in the comic books, Clayface was originally supposed to be, he's basically like a Lon Chaney type character. And in our top 5 horror, I talked about how much I love Universal movies.
Right.
And the Wolfman was played by Lon Chaney Jr. And that was kind of who they mimicked Clayface after.
Okay.
So if a Clayface movie that's straight up a horror movie by Mike Flanagan, it, to me, is really exciting. I think that could open up a lot of interesting things, like really delve into the character, because I think most people, especially most comic book fans, agree. Like Batman has kind of the most interesting cast of villains.
He does
that he interacts with. As much as I'm a Marvel guy, I think we all kind of understand that. And Clayface, I think, is a very underrated and wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone knows the Joker. You can know. My mom knows nothing about comics. She knows who the Joker is.
Right.
Everyone knows who he is, but he's got a huge litany of villains who are all just really fun. You could do a lot of stuff with, even if you ignore Jim Carrey being the Riddler.
Which I'm so glad they did in that last one. That's such a
much better Riddler.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger is still Mr. Freeze, though.
Right. Aaron Eckhart is a much better Two-Face.
Yes.
Oh, have you ever read the behind-the-scenes stuff on that movie?
A little bit of it, not like...
Jim Carrey and not Tom. Who's the guy that played Two-Face in that movie? A famous actor. Why can't I think of his name right now? I just lost it. From A Fugitive. No, it wasn't Travolta.
Why did I think Travolta?
It was. He was the army commander in the first Captain America movie.
It was.
Why can't I not think of his name? He's been in so many stuff. He's in The Hunted with Benicio del Toro. It's another good one, kind of a Rambo ripoff.
I'm having a moment. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
That guy.
Aaron Eckhart. I can remember that guy's name. He is a much better Two-Face. But the two of them hated each other.
Really?
And they hated each other.
That actually makes a lot of sense. You can really see it coming out.
Oh, you can 100%.
I had no idea, but I can totally see
that. The guy whose name I cannot think of right now.
I'm looking it up.
Would intentionally do impressions of Jim Carrey and mock him.
I love that.
And you can see some of that in the takes, like in that made the film.
That makes a lot of sense, though. Because I would have never. Tommy. What is his last name? Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
He's been in everything.
Yeah.
I can
was
actually.
really sad is I kept on going to Tommy Lee, and I was like, no, that's the drummer from Motley Crue. That's the.
Close.
Yes. So that's.
I can see that. That is hilarious, actually. And they really have personalities that I can see clashing too.
Oh, 100%.
So it makes.
Yeah.
And that was pre mental breakdown or whatever happened to Jim Carrey.
I think just Yeah, I think it was just a
I
cry
think
for
life just hit him
attention.
hard. I think well, I think he lost I think someone really close to him also died very suddenly. I think that.
Okay.
I remember there was something where he was at a funeral and I watched a clip of it and he just looked like different. Like it looked like a piece of him was gone.
I mean, that's sad. I mean, I think he never really seemed like the most stable human being. I don't think it really.
Well, he's talked openly about having some depression issues and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, I think to do the kind of comedy he does, I don't think he can be stable. Kind of like Jerry Lee Lewis. No,
Yeah.
Jerry. Yeah, Jerry Lee. Was Jerry Lee Lewis the piano player? Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis was the Mr. Professor. We're just adding Lees and taking him out of everybody's name. But yeah, I mean, he's like very well known to be kind of a off kilter dude.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, have you seen
Peter
his art?
Sellers, I think is who.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I saw some of it.
It's messed up.
Yeah, I don't understand what he's doing, but okay. So the other thing, so that's Clayface, which we both are excited about in very different aspects.
So if they made that movie, would it tie in to Batman? Do you think?
Well, so what they're doing now is so you're going to have main continuity Batman,
Right.
or you're going to have main continuity DC.
So like the DC universe,
DCU.
Okay.
Right? Which I think is going to be reset around the time of Flash. That's the big theory. We don't really know, but we already know that Henry Cavill's out. We already know that Ben Affleck's out. So we don't know what's going to happen after that. Apparently Gal Gadot isn't, but there's going to be some kind of reset in the Flashpoint. And
is that how they're going to like basically explain away how Ben Affleck and
yeah, and probably what's his name that's playing the Flash. He probably won't play the Flash anymore. They'll do away with him. So they'll do away with all these cats, and then they're going to start a new kind of streamlined, like main continuity type thing. Everything else around that is going to be Elseworlds, and that's kind of the alternate universes in Marvel or in DC Comics is called Elseworlds. That goes way back.
Okay.
Anytime you saw a comic that had Elseworlds on the cover, you knew you were reading kind of like the What If series.
Yeah.
That What If was the comic series from Marvel that Elseworlds was for DC.
Okay.
Where it just explored different aspects. Like, hey, what if Superman crash landed in Soviet Russia instead of Kansas? What would he grow up to be like? That kind of stuff.
I think I have that comic. I haven't
Yeah,
read
it's
it yet.
Red Sun.
Yeah,
Very,
Communist
very
Superman.
good. Yeah.
Absolutely horrifying.
So that's what they're going to do with all these other ones. So you have like the Joker, the Batman. These are actually going to, well, I don't know if the Batman could become mainline continuity. We don't really know yet.
I would love it if it did.
That'd be interesting if it did. But
Robert Pattinson
definitely
and
the
Joaquin
Joker.
Phoenix, them together would be interesting.
That would be very interesting. But as of right now, I think even James Gunn has said that the Joker is going to be Elseworlds.
Okay. Which is fine.
That is fine. And I think there's a couple other ones coming out because when you write off a list of stuff, like in that big announcement, he said one or two things in there. He's like, this is going to be an Elseworld story or whatever like that. Not main continuity. So we'll see how that all plays out. And if they make a separate Clayface movie, will it be part of some kind of continuity? I don't know. Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting. I'd really love them just to make that kind of standalone film and just show Sony how they're doing such a bad job with Spider-Man villains. And just Sony just like hands them off back to Marvel and lets everything just be under one roof.
I'm not even a big Rhino fan, but I will never forgive them for that being the final scene of Spider-Man 2.
That was such a huge letdown in that moment. Just
I didn't know he has such a big fan base, number one. A lot of people like Rhino.
I mean, if you're
I think Rhino's cool.
If you're a Spider-Man fan, yeah, he's a great villain. I don't actually have I don't have his, but
And then they're doing the thing, and I remember thinking to myself, I was like, wow, this is still going, and then just like,
oh, then it just ends.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you actually get interesting. Okay.
Right. Which is saying because I really wanted the Sinister Six. Everyone wanted them.
Yeah.
Because that's so cool.
Everybody was willing to forgive 2.
Yes.
Say, okay, all right, just give us Sinister Six in the next one.
You can have a bad one.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire had Spider-Man 3. That's all right.
Yeah, that's fine. Which is still better than Spider-Man 2.
It is.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is one of the best
That's right, yeah.
superhero films of all time.